welcome, I am Zombie Kitty and welcome to another reaction video. So, I know it's been a really long time. I think it's been like 8 or 9 months since we last reacted to Md-Ptv's FNAF VHS series. Do you remember this? It was the whole the facility finds the different characters and interviews them. The last one that we reacted to was Golden Freddy's videos. We're going to be reacting to Ennard'S videos in this reaction video. We're going to react to all of them. I do want to say that is going to include, I think I mentioned it at the beginning of when I started this reaction video, or like series 2 of these videos, that I said there's also videos to do with the scooper, and I was going to fit them in with Ennard'S videos. So we're going to be reacting to Md-Ptv's Ennard videos and the scooper. The first one starts off with sister location located. So I'm going to start off with that one because after this we've got Circus Baby's videos and then season 2 of, and the overall Md-Ptv series is done. So let's go.
MD sister location located. PowerPoint presentation.
I'll probably do these next couple of videos in a couple of, like one after, back by back. I can't talk today, it's too warm.
On the date of the sister location to the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria restaurant was located.
Yeah, because I think these next few videos are like this kind of thing.
Been left in a staggering level of decay.
So I'll do these back to back.
There is not much to salvage. The very structure of the facility has fallen in on itself. Metal has rusted to a level that has shocked most of the Foundation science team. It is suspected that the cause of the heavy rusting was perhaps to do with damage to ventilation, which could have been leaking water and outside elements directly onto the facility's metallic supports, which keep the structure intact. As explained in the previous PP log, it is suspected that William Afton had a lot of insurance in place in order to stop people from taking over this facility in the event of his death or disappearance.
I don't remember what video that was referencing.
Many rooms were sealed off by
I can't remember, I'm really sorry. I don't remember.
Meaning very little was salvaged. However, one room was very much still intact, which is suspected to be the scooper room, as described by Michael Afton during our interviews. Though damaged, the room contains what we believe to be the scooping device. It will be dismantled and then transported back to the MD Foundation facility.
Yeah, be careful with that.
Along with that, many blueprints and schematics were left behind. Though in heavy decay, they are still in a state that can be visually consumed. The room also contained what we believe to be the innate remains of Michael Afton. Various integral organs, muscles, and bones lay bare on the floor, which has sustained heavy decay. It is unknown how the biological material has survived over 30 years, especially with a direct connection to the outside elements. It is suspected that this room may be slightly airtight, or may not be as exposed as other parts of the facility. Further investigation is to come.
Or maybe the animatronics or something was keeping that from decaying.
Which will hopefully shed more light on the situation.
Cool. Yeah. I wasn't expecting them to have that, for them to find his actual, like the human remains. But I'm guessing it was like whatever is stuck.
MD sister location. The scooper PowerPoint presentation.
Whatever entity was in the facility, the sister location, is what's keeping that sort of still, like non-decaying.
Upon the recent discovery of the sister location branch of the Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, a detailed investigation was put in place. The sister location was in a state of great disrepair and abandonment. Very little information was gathered due to the extensive damage to the facility structure and documents. However, 4 blueprint documents were discovered. Though in a great level of disrepair, they are still visually consumable.
Yes, this was just in the last video.
Are as follows. SCUP Scooper Blueprint. Circus Baby Blueprint. Funtime Freddy Blueprint.
I'm wondering if they're going to do Funtime Freddy videos. Ballora would be an interesting one.
The nature and remainder of this PP log will be focused on logging our findings revolving around the scooping device.
Cool.
The Scooper. During our interviews with Michael Afton, he stated that he was lured and used and killed by a machine called the Scooper.
Yeah.
We believe that the machine found at this sister location branch is indeed the same Scooper that killed Michael.
Yeah, it's the same one.
This is evidenced by the large amount of vital internal human remains scattered on and around the Scooper. We have recovered and restored this device and reinstalled it within Foundation grounds. Along with the device itself, we have also discovered blueprints, which help shed more light on its purpose. Michael explained that this machine was used to remove machinery and robotics from animatronics. However, after an investigation into the blueprints describing the device, it has been made obvious that it has a much more advanced and complicated purpose. Blueprint is as follows. A. Excavating arm. B. Remnant injector. Notes. Leave trace line amount on interior. Overusage, overexposure, negates effect. C. On base and balance. D. Remnant reservoir. Notes. When heated, no observable motion. Keep in heated tank at sustained temperature. Substance should be malleable, but no more. There is a possibility that overheating might neutralize the effects permanently. Addendum.
Okay, interesting.
Foundation research staff have come to the conclusion that this device has more than one purpose.
It's really
Though
interesting
it does seem to
how
have the ability to scoop
how
out
this series
robotic
kind
machinery.
of
This could
grounds
also
all
be a
this to
cover
reality
hide
to an
or
extent.
confuse its true purpose.
It's
The
really
Scooper
interesting.
blueprint mentions an anomaly called remnant, which has been mentioned in the past by William Afton during his interview with Michael Afton. The predictions in place.
Yeah,
so
we
far
didn't
are
watch
that
that
William
interview
has
because
somehow
YouTube didn't
created,
let me
found,
because of the sugar
or
warnings.
harvested this anomaly, which gives unnatural amounts of energy or paranormal feedback, allowing inanimate objects and materials to gain consciousness, and allowing corpses or biological matter immortality to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Understanding where this anomaly comes from or how it is formed is currently of high question. All questions are revolving around the missing children. It is suspected that William somehow used the children to create this anomaly, perhaps harvesting it from them in some way that requires brutal removal of life. Further investigation.
That's an interesting way to put it. Brutal removal of life. Jeez. A very interesting way to put it there. Okay. So kind of stuff we already know from like sister location and that kind of thing. Hey, hi Ennard.
PowerPoint presentation.
So you found Ennard.
The MD Foundation, ensuring a safe future.
I've always wondered this.
Cable
What does MD
animatronics.
stand for?
After the discovery of the sister location branch of the
I suddenly realised that. It's like,
a detailed search
yeah,
of
what does it
both
stand
the interior
for?
and exterior of the location were assessed. On the date of a search approximately 4.9 miles from the sister location was pursued. Due to the search radius around the sister location being within a residential public area, the facade of a road and pipe maintenance company was put in place. Upon search, a team of 3 Foundation agents was sent within an old dry sewer chain that has been long since disconnected to main sewer reservoirs. History logs depict that the reasoning for disconnection and abandonment was due to system updates and restoration. The specific sewer chain in question is out of date and no longer in use. Interior investigation and search of the sewer chain took 3.2 hours. Due to the sheer size of the chain and its abstract maze-like structure, it was difficult for agents to navigate the entire layout. A map was created of the structure, along with shaped descriptions of surface hatches, surface openings, ascent in elevation, and descent in elevation of the tunnel. Difficulty in navigation and exploration was both apparent due to the sheer size of the environment, and due to the vast change in elevation that would often steep up and down at 20 to 90 degree angles. Approximately 2.5 hours into the search, 2 Foundation agents discovered a mix of cables and wires bundled together deep within the sewer chain. This mix of electronics also contained what seemed to be multiple visual sensors taking the appearance of eyes, a clown mask, a large toy-like dress button, and a hardened plastic party hat. Everything within this bundle was under heavy damage and decay.
Was the dress button from Circus
where
Baby?
the rust would flake and peel, showing evidence that it had been left here in the sewer chain for quite some time. At first glance, it would appear that this bundle of wires is nothing but scrap material, left here by fly tippers or washed up from old storms. However, upon closer investigation, a metallic anthropomorphic body-type frame is apparent, It is suspected that this is most definitely a product of the sister location branch.
Yep.
The entity has been taken into Foundation custody. Upon in Foundation facilities, the research team carefully investigated into the cable animatronic. Upon investigation, correct placement and positioning of the animatronic cable limbs were moved one by one into intended alignment. After 3 hours, the shape and appearance of the animatronic was apparent.
Oh my
The nature
god,
and design of this
3
animatronic
hours,
is
jeez.
confusing by nature. It is mechanically incomparable to any of the other previous animatronics that we have discovered. It
Yeah.
contains no animatronic endoskeleton, and instead is a bundle and mix of tangled wires placed together to create the shape of a body. The animatronic is suspected to have the ability of speech. An electronic speaker voice box was discovered fused within one of the head cables. The animatronic has 5 visual sensors taking the appearance of eyes. It would appear that there were originally 6 eyes, but one has been forcibly torn or burnt off. This case is apparent due to there being visual sensor cables within the open coverings.
I don't know
After
what
a
that's
week within Foundation care,
referencing.
it has
Like
been
Sick
made obvious
Vibe
that
being
this
taken
animatronic is
off.
offline, or was intended to be a puppet or display piece, as no electronic circuits can be found that would allow it to perform any kind of coded intended actions. The animatronic has been inactive, and is suspected to have been this way for some time due to the level of rust and undisturbed dust. Due to this, the Foundation founders have allowed and approved a dismantle autopsy test.
We're careful with that one.
The animatronic will be put for a de-rusting procedure to where the wires and limbs will be untangled
Yeah,
and
we're
removed in order
careful
to
with that
assess
one.
how it came to be. Further investigation is to come.
Because you did that with Springtrap, I
dismantle
think.
will commence
I think.
tomorrow.
Okay. Because you did that with Springtrap and it all went a bit weird. So careful with that one. Okay. Yeah, it would make sense that they found him in the sewers because obviously Michael like spat out. Okay, so this is, yes, this is like the interview stuff now. So it would make sense that Ennard was found in like the sewers because Michael like spat out all those wiring and stuff and it went into the drainage nearby that we see in the sister location. Yeah, most of that, I'm not really going to comment too much on it because most of it is actually stuff we already know to do with the... I like that the schematics and the blueprints were included though. I think that's pretty cool because that's not... From what I remember, that's not inherently in the game. You have to go into the main menu and it's like an extra thing that you find. But it's cool that they've included that. Yeah, I really like how this series kind of grounds it into some kind of like reality. It's really, really interesting how they explain things. And yeah, I never really figured this one out, but what does MD actually stand for? I never figured that one out. I can't believe it's taken me this long, but yeah, it just wasn't really something I ever thought of. But I'm wondering what that means. So I think the next couple of clips are like the interviews. So it's sort of, the Ennard's one is sort of split between like the interviews and then the PowerPoint presentations and then the interview again. So it's kind of split in between that kind of thing. So yeah, let's continue on.
My name is Agent Dennis Crane.
Okay, so Dennis Crane's still here.
Today we are performing.
Oh yeah, because he came back because of what happened with Michael and stuff.
And disassembly of this unknown cable animatronic. The purpose of the de-rusting is to give us a chance to analyze the flaked dust in order to get an idea of which kind of environments this animatronic may have been exposed to. All evidence so far supports that this animatronic is offline and in a dead state. The animatronic has been in the care of the Foundation for the past 3 weeks. All evidence shows that it is indeed offline and has no visual signs of any type of consciousness or activity.
So I had to suddenly realize, am I recording?
Now start the process.
Okay, I'll start now.
Okay.
I'll be using a prototype UV laser light to burn the rust on the metallic structure in hopes of flaking the rust off. Previous tests of this laser have proven to be very useful. This should take around 20 minutes for each section.
Okay. I bet you it's gonna wake up while you're doing that. Ennard's gonna wake up while you're doing that.
Okay, The lower half of the frame is complete. Now for the arms and torso.
Okay. It looks like the face at the top looks like a human, doesn't it?
Certain areas of the animatronic show traces of.
And I don't mean like a mask, but like an actual human. It's really interesting.
On the metallic frame
So
is just
creepy.
blood or moisture. The wires are oddly loose, as if it was transitioning into something.
Where?
Either way, the upper body is almost
Yeah,
complete.
funny about that.
Okay, derusting is finished. Have given it a few minutes to settle and harden, and now I will begin the disassembly. I'll be
Okay.
using an electric diamond blade saw to cut through the right arm to acquire the first sample.
Okay.
Okay. Starting.
Yeah.
Agent? We may need to get a negotiator.
Oh my god. Wait. Sorry, that happened so quickly and so quietly. I didn't really quite process what just happened there. Wait, can we go back? Sorry, hang on. I want to go back. Wait, what just happened there? Sorry, it was so quiet and just so sudden. My brain didn't process what even happened. Wait, yeah, so he woke up, so that's like... I had a feeling he was going to wake up. Yeah, so he just went bye-bye. Yeah, you're going to need to go... Yeah, definitely.
Agent?
Oh, he like strangled him. Ugh.
Hello?
Hi? Oh, hello.
Hello. I'm Agent Crane, but you can call me Dennis. Before you make any decisions you can't take back, I'm here as a negotiator.
Oh my god, it looks so
inform you that
creepy.
The room you stand in is coated with EMP shock panels. It probably won't kill you, but it's certainly gonna sting.
Oh, the voice is cool.
Why did you kill that man? Well, fair point.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Sorry about that.
understandable,
We
to be
didn't
fair.
know you had consciousness. What do you have a name? Lovely name, Ennard. I think we got off on the wrong foot here. We've had nothing but bad experiences with animatronics so far.
Yeah.
William, you know?
Yeah, they all... Yeah, because the other animatronics could tell as well.
I saw him. Yes, he was here, but not anymore.
Yeah, it's like the others were saying as well. Hey.
You killed him? This is conflicting. What do you know about him?
Yeah, this is where the lore gets a bit interesting.
Okay, right. Then, what do you want in return for information? Wait, I don't think I understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Something can be arranged. This is a very odd request. It may take a while. Look, if it means you'll answer our questions, then yes, you'll get it. Can we trust each other?
Dennis is going to sacrifice himself, isn't he?
MD Ennard'S
Okay.
PowerPoint presentation.
We'll go through this and then I want to talk about
BMD Foundation.
Jeez.
Ensuring a safe future. Ennard's assessment. On the date of
Yeah,
the
I
assembly
think Dennis
assessment
might
hosted by Agent Dennis Crane and
sacrifice
Agent
himself.
Paul Wilson was put in place. The procedure in question was a simple de-rusting using a foundation-designed UV burner, then a selective removal and detanglement of the Ennard'S cable limbs using an electric hand blade saw. The steps put in place were going as planned, with all safety precautions put in place. The end goal was to disassemble the entity to learn what kind of electronic devices are placed within the cables.
Wow, and it all went a bit wrong.
Prior to the test, was left within the assessment room with constant CCTV surveillance for a week. The footage captured proved that the entity was offline and had shown no signs of consciousness, thus allowing the Foundation founders to approve the test. After the de-rusting was complete by Agent Paul Wilson, an electric hand blade saw was activated. Moments after the saw had pierced one of the metallic cables, the entity immediately became active and pierced its sharp metallic tendril through the agent's abdomen. The shot was suspected to have killed the agent relatively quickly. Upon incident, the agent fell to the floor. For the remainder of the test, the entity can be heard attempting to carve out Agent Wilson's internal organs. It is suspected that the entity was trying to climb inside him, to which it failed. Due to not having access to the remains of the agent, it is difficult to get a clear image on what the entity was trying to achieve. The state of Agent Wilson's remains are unknown.
If we look like you, we can
Added
leave.
log. Entity negotiation. Only hours later, Agent Dennis Crane was
that's
set
what
with
it
the
meant
task
by,
of communicating
he
with
was
the
too
entity,
thin.
with hopes of creating
Okay,
negotiations
I get it now.
that could give answers and perhaps prevent a large-scale security breach. Agent Crane successfully managed to negotiate with the entity. Upon doing so, we gathered a large range of information within a short period of time. The entity has a name, Ennard. The entity has had prior contact with William Afton. The entity has an obsession with flesh.
Yep.
The entity described death as a song following William Afton. The entity is intelligent. The entity has a short temper. Upon ending negotiations, Ennard allowed us to enter the room with no hostile intent. It would appear that Ennard is of a neutral mood and will only attack if threatened. Ennard allowed Foundation staff to clean down the chamber and Ennard of blood and human remains left over by the late Agent Wilson. Though Ennard was hesitant at first, they eventually allowed us to wipe down and remove the remains within their wireframe. Upon retrieval of Agent Wilson's body, it would appear that Ennard tore open his back, removed his spine and immediate organs within the torso region, and attempted to climb inside of his hollow remains. Due to the nature of this act, certain Foundation members are placing theories that this entity could be the same animatronic that killed Michael Afton. The Foundation are at a crossroads in terms of understanding which information is factual. The entity explained that it had killed William Afton in the past. However, previous direct interviews with William Afton have proven that he died via a spring lock accident. Ennard may be mistaking his previous victim for William Afton.
Oh, okay, that's why. Because I was like, oh, the law's really complicated, blah, blah, blah. But actually, that makes more sense.
Multiple personalities as of yet, which was a trait that this specific entity had, as described by Michael Afton. Interviews with Ennard will be assessed.
Okay.
Investigations into synthetic skin are also being pursued in order to appease the negotiation.
I don't know if that's gonna work, but okay. You can try. Okay. Pause. So, I think the way that they've done Ennard is really, really cool. He looks so creepy, especially like when he was lying down when they were doing that test and like the de-rusting. Like his face looks like an actual human's face, not like a plastic mask, but it looks like real human, which is really interesting, especially given that character. And I really like the voice they've given him as well. It's really creepy, but really, really cool. Okay, yeah, I didn't really think like, oh yeah, of course I forgot that they thought Michael was William because they look similar. That's why Ennard is getting mixed up and saying, oh, like, we killed him. No, you killed Michael. You got the wrong one. Ennard killing Wilson, Agent Wilson, and then carving out his eternal organs. That makes sense now, because I was like, I don't understand why you did that, aside from the fact that Ennard says, oh, like, he attacked us first, I was just defending myself. It's like, yeah, you know what, fair enough. Fair enough on that one. I'm not really gonna blame you for that. Like, because you didn't come alive until Wilson went to put a saw into your arm to take a sample. And yeah, it would be seen as him attacking you. It does make sense. And the fact that Ennard said, oh, your agent was too thin, I was like, that's weird, like, why are you saying that? But yeah, no, it makes sense that Ennard wants a new body that won't spit him out, that won't reject him, so that he can escape and live in the world. So he's still going along with that, which I think is good consistency. It shows that he hasn't, you know, they haven't changed the character's sort of motives just because this is like a fan thing. It's still the same. Yeah, they've continued on with it, really, which I think is really cool. But yeah, I was a bit like, that. What are you talking about? So they're saying like investigations into synthetic skin is going to be determined to carry out the negotiation. I don't think that's going to work. I think what could happen is, because I forgot Dennis. So Dennis, he had a court case a while back. At the very beginning of season 2, I know we've reacted to it ages ago, I apologise, but he helped Michael escape the facility at the end of season 1. Season 2, the company found out and said that, I think it was either you're going to be killed for like going against us and going against your contract, or you will help us continue the investigations until it's finished, and then your memory's going to be wiped. I think what's going to happen now is that because things have changed a little bit because of the negotiation, I think that actually Dennis is going to sacrifice himself. I think he is going to be the skin suit. Whether it's going to work or not, I don't know, because that's a very tall animatronic. That's a very tall creature, but I think that's how it might go, and then they can help each other escape. I don't know. I think that's where it's probably heading, but I don't know at the same time.
Hello again, Ennard. Starting recording.
Oh, that looks so cool.
Commencing interview 1. It has been.
Oh, we've only just had the interviews. I forgot about that.
And
okay.
Accepted our offer to interview them under interesting circumstances. You'll get it. I promise.
For your sake, you best be sure.
Oh, I love the playful tone.
How you got here?
No.
What do you remember before waking up here?
A storm. We were trapped
okay.
within its grasp.
Okay.
You were found in a storm drain, an abandoned one, of course. Research and samples dictated that you could have been there for around 18 years.
Where exactly is here?
You're in the MD Foundation. We are a governmental-run institution dedicated to containing anomalies like yourself.
Contain?
Yeah, he's not gonna like that.
I need to show you something.
Oh, he's not gonna like that.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Do you recognize this person?
That's not William.
Is that so? Interesting.
That's not William.
In our previous interview, you mentioned that you knew William and that you killed him.
Yes.
Care to
You were wrong.
elaborate?
Is the seed to this evil.
Yeah, but you killed the wrong person.
Ordered us into this vile monster.
I see, but how Do you know him? What's the relationship here?
He was the man who lit the flame, who forced us from the light into eternal suffering.
Yes, but how?
He killed us. He contorted our ship while drowning us, trapping us, condemning us, living private, stuck private, screaming.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
his
take it easy. I
mask
apologize.
coming apart is so cool.
So, he killed you, us. Who else did he kill? Who is us? There are a lot of plot holes here.
Yeah.
We need to fill in. You know, 6 kids. Some are missing, some were found dead, and over 80 missing cases of both adults and children are missing, yet still revolving and connected in some way to William. You need to work with me here.
Otherwise you ain't getting your skin suit.
Okay, I'll give you a break.
Yeah, otherwise you ain't getting your skin suit. Okay, so, I'm wondering if Dennis is going to tell Ennard at some point whether he got the wrong person. I don't think that's a good idea. I think it's okay for Ennard to continue thinking that he got William. I don't think it's a good idea for Dennis to tell him, by the way, you got the wrong person, especially with his blooming temper tantrum outburst that Ennard had. Like, it's very clear he's short-tempered, which does make sense for his character. But the way that his mask like opened up in the same way that the animatronics in Sister Location, like their faceplates open, that was so cool. Wow, that was so cool. So I'm wondering, so I'm guessing that, because when we reacted to, I think it was the Golden Freddy videos, there was the whole thing of Henry Emily like trying to send out a signal to them to lure them to the pizzeria simulator building. But I'm guessing Ennard can't hear that? Or can't sense it? I don't know. I'm guessing not. Because he hasn't mentioned it or anything. Like, that hasn't been mentioned yet. So, I'm wondering if that's going to come back as well. Maybe in Circus Baby's videos, actually, it might come back. Because she was also one of the ones that got lured into the building and stuck there. So, maybe it'll be at that point then.
Dang it, Laura! You can't keep doing this to us. Yeah, these people could help. She's acting like Circus Baby.
Oh!
But no, you just want to be the big scary monster. Just continue to make our toilet even worse. Go right ahead.
Don't you remember? This is exactly why we got rid of Baby, the bloodless, killing anyone who got in the way. She was crazy.
We want to kill William just as much as you, but the point was
Oh.
it was as bad as him. You could tell
I mean, yeah.
Baby was acting storm. Stop bickering like it should.
I was gonna say, it's a bit like siblings arguing.
Trapped. Just as much as William did. Don't you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Idiots. As soon as they get what they want, they will destroy us. And
Yeah.
that means you can't get your revenge.
She might have a point here.
What?
Yeah.
Take her side?
I know. A man can die but once.
Oh, please don't go all Shakespeare on me. I don't want to hear anything about your dang acting.
You're just jealous. You know you are.
I'm not getting into it. I'm not. I just can't kill again.
I just want to rest, Freddy.
Oh, Freddy is in there. They're all in there. I forgot about that.
Becoming him. We need to be
Yeah.
better.
I suppose you are right. But nothing will come of nothing.
I'm patient. I can wait. I have for a long time. But when this all goes wrong, you best remember who was right. And who will need to get us out of this mess. Yeah, whatever. What are you, Afton's wife or something? You just want to kill him because he does. You can learn
That's amazing.
without death.
I need to sit this one out. You're both right.
That was really interesting. Yeah, okay, so I apologise. I always got a bit confused on what animatronics made up Ennard, but it's all of them, isn't it? And then they spit out Circus Baby, they get rid of her. And I kind of forgot about that, so I do apologise if it's like really obvious to you. I always got a bit confused on that kind of thing. Oh, the different voices though is really, really cool. And such a simple but really cool way to like do that, to like differentiate between the animatronics. Yeah, it is a bit like children bickering. It is pretty much like children arguing. It was reminding me of like sibling arguments. But I get what one of them's saying, where it's like, if you just continue killing like you were, you are no better than Afton. You are the same as William. At the same time, I forgot to mention this, but the interview one, when Dennis explains what the facility was and mentioned like, oh, we contain anomalies. And I was like, don't use the word contain. Do not use the word contain around Ennard. That is a big no-no. So I get it on his end of like not wanting to be contained in essentially a cage again and wanting to get out. But at the same time, yeah, if you continue killing and killing people or anyone that gets in your way, you are the same as Afton. You are William Afton. So I get it at the same time. That was a really interesting one. That might be my favourite video of these videos so far. That was really interesting. I did like the Ballora thing of, oh, what are you, Afton's wife or something? Because of the whole theory of Ballora was Mrs. Afton. Whether that's true or not, I don't think it's canon. I'm not sure actually, but I do like that sort of reference was there to the theory.
Findings. PowerPoint presentation.
Okay.
The MD Foundation. Ensuring a safe future.
That
Ennard's
voice is
chamber
getting more
footage
softer
on
and slower,
date
I
of
swear.
CCTV footage within a Foundation containment chamber captured interesting material revolving around the entity Ennard. Upon first glance, it would appear that Ennard was emitting 3 different voices at various points during the recording. The research team are confirming that this entity has multiple personalities, thus also confirming our theory that this is the same animatronic that killed Michael Afton due to its behavior and evidence collected so far.
Yeah.
Ennard was seen having an argument conversation with other entities within. Names gathered so far are as listed. Ballora, Freddy, Foxy. Together, they are Ennard.
Yep.
With audio proof, it would appear that Ballora seems to be the main body host and the one who has the most control and authority over the 2 other personalities. The argument seemed to revolve around Ballora being in a state of bloodlust, or perhaps transitioning into this, and has the goal of killing Foundation staff to get what she wants, and then to do a large-scale security breach. However, the 2 other personalities within disagree and are comparing Ballora to another entity yet to be discovered called Circus Baby.
Okay, so Circus Baby hasn't been found yet.
Circus Baby, described by the
Yeah, I forgot Circus Baby had a bloodlust as well.
A bloodlust and would kill anyone who got in their way.
Yeah.
If this description is accurate, then it is only mandatory for us to find and contain them.
Yep.
Interview 1 with Ennard highlighted some interesting topics. As the theory suggested, it would appear that Ennard was somehow swept away by a storm within the last 20 or so years, putting them into an offline state. It is expected that the drill used to cut one of Ennard's cable tendrils somehow sparked some kind of electronic fluctuation, which activated the systems. The research team think there is more to it, and that there is a more paranormal presence at play. However, the Foundation founders are denying this.
I don't know why you're
After an image of
denying
Michael
that.
Afton was presented to Ennard, and it appears to think that Michael Afton is in fact William Afton. This incorrect misconception will be brought up with an interview 2. However, the Foundation research team are worried that Ennard might react in a hostile manner to the information.
Yeah, I think he will.
delivered a question relating to William Afton, asking what the relationship was between Ennard and William.
Okay, that's what I was a bit nervous about.
And wasn't giving Crane straight answers to where it led to a scenario when Ennard snapped her grin. Ennard accused William of various serious topics that only placed an even darker atmosphere around him. After Ennard's outburst, they went quiet. Further interviews will be assessed.
Oh, that's what I was nervous about. That's what I was unsure about. We're just going to go straight into the next one.
Hello,
yeah, here we go.
Starting recording. This is
here we go.
You're starting interview 2. It's been a short while since our last interview. So, Ennard, I don't think you realize this, but the whole facility is covered in CCTV surveillance. Cameras are in literally every room, recording every second, including your chamber.
I'm so nervous about this.
Do you have anything to say?
I think it's going to be really
With what we've
bad.
gathered from the footage, it's been made clear that there is perhaps 3 different conscious personalities within you. And yes, the conversation was a sensitive one, a one that threatens the facility and the staff working here. However, I am open to forgetting that and moving on to better terms if you are to be open with me. Do you want that skin suit or not? You're making it hard for me to...
Yeah, let's just get to the point. Let's just be direct about it.
What are your names?
I'm Funtime Foxy.
Ah, it does.
And I'm guessing the one who is most in control is Ballora or Ennard?
I'd suggest leaving Ballora out of this.
Yeah, they don't.
Doesn't trust you.
Okay,
She doesn't trust any of them.
that's fine. Take all the time you need. I'm guessing you can hear each other's thoughts.
Yes.
Interesting.
Oh, that's so
Why don't
cool.
you just talk inside your head if you want it to be so secretive?
We do, but we can't anymore.
Why not?
The music.
The song. It's too loud to hear each other.
By any
Oh!
chance, is this song
Oh god, why is it
a
gone dark?
lullaby?
Yes, it's exactly that.
Okay, that's extremely
It's
interesting.
Henry's
You know
one.
what it is?
Yeah, it's Henry's.
On the footage, you were talking about another animatronic, I believe a circus baby. What is your relationship?
Yeah, because I mentioned the Henry's like music in Golden Freddy's videos.
It was too much for us.
Fair.
She loved to kill. Just like Afton. They were so alike.
Yeah.
Like? How?
Circus Baby was Afton's daughter. She was.
Wait, what? Afton? William Afton's daughter?
Yes.
But you said she was once a part of you. She's an animatronic.
She was once
Yeah.
daughter. But like all of us, she was contorted into a monster.
Poor girl. Forced to haunt the very machine that killed her.
Oh.
Okay, this is filling in a lot of our plot holes.
Yeah.
So like his daughter, you two were also once people?
We can't remember our past.
It's like trying to
It feels like Foxy like feels sorry for her.
Afton's daughter could remember hers.
She couldn't. We just heard the rumors.
I don't think she ever remembered. Just like us.
My god. You were all the missing children.
Yeah?
All of the animatronics. They...
You
Oh god.
yeah, you figured it out.
You poor kids.
Yeah,
I
you
am so
we
sorry.
finally figured it out.
No, nothing.
Yeah.
And you never will. You people gather in our broken world, picking up tormented memories, thinking you could gather a story, a reason for all of this. But in reality, it's just about a sick old man luring your children to fill his heart with grief left.
You, Ballora. Where do you fit in all of this?
I'm the one you knew about.
I was gonna say, was that Ballora talking?
Stop it, and I didn't. And like whatever, I cradled the tortured soul back into sanity.
Who are you?
I was his consort, the most trusted, but one was like your numbering and broke the vows.
Vows. You're...
The wife.
I see. I will...
Oh! So that is the
So-
wife.
William killed children, and somehow molded your minds into these machines. The scooper and the remnant, it's related.
Yeah.
Yes, is that familiar?
My earliest memory was waking up confronting it.
That's Foxy talking.
Me too.
I see.
They all remember.
I think I'll end this here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Thank you for opening up, all of you. I want to help. Seriously. The whole Foundation wants to figure this out and either contain or end this.
Yeah, that's all they're interested in.
Yes. You'll get it. All in due time. This is a lot of data you gave us. It's a lot to take in.
I think this is going to end so badly.
Recording.
Yes, we're going straight into the next one.
Convincing me to be free. It's been some time since our last interview.
Oh,
How are
okay.
you all doing?
Rubbish.
Well,
Okay, I like that was funny.
I suppose you're right. So,
I
we
like
have
the
a lot to go
sass.
through today, and before we start, I think it's only appropriate of me to say that we found Circus Babe, Elizabeth Afton.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to rest and find William, she, like many of us, is the key.
She's twisted, tainted.
Yeah, I mean, they're not wrong.
Schedule a meeting so you can all talk with her.
That's going to go bad.
Definitely not.
Why?
Yeah,
Removed her.
for a reason.
Distanced ourselves from her.
I imagine Circus Baby would have been very close to you, Ballora. Why back this down? You could learn things, talk with her again.
We have no need in learning anything about that monster. She takes after her father. That twisted her and unlocked that foul part of herself.
Again, if you work with me, it's only just one step closer to finding William. I highly suggest you talk with her.
I said no.
Ballora, it has been a very long time. We could give it a try.
Are you sure, Freddy? No amount of time fixes a soul. It only ends.
Well, I talked with her already. And she had
Okay,
no
so the
hostile
interviews
intent
has
towards me.
already happened.
She did, however, kill one of our agents. I'm not sure what to think of it personally. It
Oh,
could have been out
okay,
of
yeah, we haven't
shock
done
or self-defense.
her videos yet. Yeah, it's not self-defense, I think it's just she likes to kill.
It's a yes from me too.
Looks like that's the majority. I'll schedule a meeting for in a
Yeah,
few days.
okay.
Nothing good will come of this.
No,
She could have changed.
This worm just informed us that she killed. I see no change.
She did kill someone a few days ago, Ballora. You made
Yeah.
her do that. Are you really that different from her?
I mean, yeah,
You may remember during our first
Yeah.
interview, I had shown you all
they have a
pictures.
point.
Do you remember
Oh
what
no,
that
here we
picture
go.
was
Was
No, here we go.
I believe.
Well, that wasn't William Afton.
No, it's not.
No lies, no deception. That was actually William Afton's son, Michael Afton.
I'm confused.
You are wrong.
The man you killed wasn't William, it was Michael. Evidence supports that William was locked in a room for over 30 years. Michael, however, was not. I'm sorry to say this, but you killed the wrong person.
This cannot be true.
Yeah, this is gonna be so bad.
You've been chasing the wrong person?
Yeah.
How did we get it wrong?
Calm
You
down.
never suffered everything we did.
No wonder we're still here.
We need to find him.
He always gets away. How does he get away?
How did you not think they were gonna go absolutely
He suffered.
go into a
I can promise
breakdown?
you that. He suffered a lot, more than anything I know. He's dead.
Can't be dead. We're still here.
You are twisting your words, deceiving us.
He's still alive.
No. He is dead, but a lot like you, he's stuck.
How do you mean, stuck?
As far as we know, he was involved in an accident with a spring-lock suit. It killed him, brutally. But he came back. However, unlike you, instead of haunting the suit, he's haunting his own corpse. So the slightest movement is just utter torture for him.
But he is still alive.
Yeah, they want him dead.
I understand you all just want to rest. You'll get that in time. Soon, perhaps. But again, to get more answers and to find him, if I were to locate and bring Michael Afton in, would you talk with them?
We killed him.
Yes, you did. But like William, he is also haunting his own remains.
Meaning, he is also suffering.
No, not at all. He got lucky, I suppose. If you were to meet him, the conversation could give us a lot to walk.
I don't think it would be appropriate.
Yeah, we killed him. It would be traumatizing.
Perhaps. But he's a strong kid, and who knows, it could help him to pass on understanding why this happened to him.
It would be nice to help for once.
Yeah.
I
Yeah?
do not recommend this.
Oh,
Laura, I know
come
you
on,
don't
Ballora.
support this foundation. Hell, I don't even trust this place. But please try and trust me. I just want to get through all of this.
I suppose I say yes. But only if he is okay with it.
I hate
Oh.
this, but okay. I say yes too.
No, never. Who are you? Who do you think you are? A little man with his files, with his guns, with his men. You say you're different, but you're just like the rest.
Ballora.
All you want is answers. All you do is ask questions. But the more you do, what good will it bring to make them more suffer any further?
Oh, it's a
People
different
have
perspective, but same
a hard
thing,
time
really.
letting go of their suffering. Out of fear of the unknown, they prefer suffering that is familiar. I can't. I'm maybe the only one that cares,
Yeah,
so I'm the best you have. I'll talk to Michael once we have
because
him
his
back in the
situation is
facility
different
for a
compared
meeting.
to the other agents.
Who knows? He might never show up. I'm just shocked you didn't recognize your own son.
My Margaret isn't the same anymore.
How
Yeah.
do you mean?
I know who I was, and I can see the memories. I just can't understand them.
Yeah.
Things are blurred, remnants of what was, the world, fading away around me. An everlasting nightmare.
I wish I could understand. He will likely be afraid, angry, traumatized by seeing you, but all of this is in the process of moving on and coming to an end. It will do good. Eventually.
Okay. And that was all of Ennard's videos. Okay, wow. Okay, those videos are probably my favourite ones from this second season, actually. They've been really, really interesting. So that last... Sorry, that was my earphone. That last couple of interviews was sort of at the same time as the Circus Baby videos, which we'll react to in a month or two's time, depending on how hot it's going to be in this room. But yeah, so at some point Circus Baby was found. I think it's interesting that they all don't want to be around Circus Baby, which makes a lot of sense. I do like that they had like a sympathetic side at the end. I really thought it was all going to go wrong when Dennis said, oh, you got the wrong person. But actually, I thought they were just going to be angry and that was it. But the fact that they seemed upset, that they were like, geez, we didn't actually mean to hurt his son. We didn't mean to. And we've just caused more suffering. And that's unnecessary. I like that they have... I think this was really good because it also showed Ennard as a whole, like that entity, as like a sympathetic character as well. Because of the different personalities that are in there. There's, you know, Freddy and Foxy are more gentle and sympathetic, whereas Ballora is more, I'm trying to think what the word is, not bloodthirsty, because I don't think she's on the same level as Circus Baby, but it's more like she wants to get out and she'll kill to get out. But the other two are just like, well, hang on, like I said a minute ago, like earlier, actually, if you do that, you'll just end up the same as William. So I think in this, Ballora is supposed to be the wife of William, because she mentions something about vows, and Dennis goes, oh, I see. So I think that she, in this, I think she is William's wife. Yeah, I thought Ballora was just completely shutting down the idea of them meeting Michael because she didn't care, but actually she does care. It's because she cares that she's going, no, we're not doing this at all. We are not doing this. But she's on the perspective of, I don't want him to be traumatized, and it's a sympathetic side. It's a bit more stern, but it's another sympathetic side where Freddy and Foxy are more like, well, hang on, this could be good for all of us. Like, we can move on, and even if it just means that he moves on, isn't that worth something? But I get it on Ballora's side as well, where she's like, well, hang on a minute, no, because he'll just see us and we are the thing that killed him. He'll just be really traumatized and scared and terrified of us, and nothing good will come of this. And I get it from both of their perspectives. I don't think Circus Baby's videos include when they find Michael, because remember, Michael and Springtrap are still out in the real world. They got out, if you remember. Like, in the very first season, Dennis helped Michael escape, and then Springtrap actually did get out. He just escaped himself. Can you focus? Thank you. He just escaped himself. So, yeah, they're still out in the real world somewhere. So I'm wondering if there is going to be a season 3 of this, where they are going to have that interview. I'm very interested to know how that's going to go. But yeah, I did get really nervous when they were like, when Dennis ended up saying, yeah, by the way, you got the wrong person. I was like, this could go really badly. So again, I mentioned about the song that Henry put out there to lure them all in one place, that's the Pizzeria Simulator. It did get mentioned because Ennard talked about a song, and then Dennis said, oh, it's like a lullaby. And Ennard immediately went, wait, do you know about that? So clearly they all know of this song and they're all trying to get to it. I think season 3 should be the final one. And I think season 3 should be them getting the facility, helping the animatronics get to the pizza place and having the Pizzeria Simulator ending. I think that's how it should go. I still think Dennis is going to end up being the skin suit of Ennard. I still think that's going to happen. And then the interview between Michael and Ennard is going to happen at some point. And then they still need to find Springtrap. They still need to figure out where Springtrap is. Chances are it will be like in Pizzeria Simulator, where he gets rusted out by the rain and ends up in the back alley of the building. And it could end like that. And then the facility see that, oh, he's been collected up and we're trying to retrieve him, and they don't retrieve him in time because Henry's also trying to get all the animatronics together in one place. So if they do a season 3, that's what I want season 3 to have. But we'll see. So the last few videos we've got, this entire Md-Ptv series is Circus Babies videos. So I'll either do that next month or the month after. Again, with my room's already starting to get really warm, so we'll see when that happens. Otherwise I'll leave it till like September or something. But we'll see what happens with that. But this was finally, I got back into this, and I apologise it's taken so long for me to do this. The next set of videos won't be, the last set of videos won't be as long, I promise. It will probably be in a couple months' time, still though. This was Md-Ptv's Ennard'S videos. I will put the playlist of season 2 in the description below, so you guys can go off and watch this for yourselves. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye!